what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And as you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail of this video, it's definitely going to be a different type of video compared to all my other videos that I've made before. But it's definitely been something that I've wanted to talk about for a long time now. Alright, much better. But like I was saying, I've wanted to make this video for a long time now, and I definitely think it's something that everybody as of right now, because of the pandemic and everything that is going on just in everyday life as of right now. A lot of people are starting to skate alone. A lot of people are going to less and less skate parks. I know there's still some people that, they're still going out and stuff like that, staying safe. But definitely for, I think, the majority of us, a lot of people are starting to skate alone for many different reasons. There is definitely some pros and cons to it, which me personally, sometimes I like skating alone for certain reasons other than when I like skating with friends. But in the end, it just all comes down to personal preference. But me personally, I find it more fun whenever I'm out with friends or just out at the skate park in general. But I definitely do think that skating alone definitely does have some positives that sometimes you don't get when you're skating with friends. And everybody obviously has their own reasons and precautions on why they've been skating alone recently, or just in general, even before everything going on, why they like skating alone compared to going in public, especially beginner skaters, people who are just starting, they get intimidated. A lot of people, we've all been through that stage where whenever you're getting to the skate park, you feel intimidated, you're worried that you're gonna do bad, or you're not gonna be able to appeal of what the other people are doing, and you think that they're gonna say stuff, but in reality, they're not. In reality, we're all of us are there to skate, and all of us are there to have fun, which is something that all of us are doing. Yeah, we all have our struggling and really aggravating sessions, which is something that we can all agree with. Sometimes we have those sessions and we look back and we're like, why did I get that mad? And next session you do it first try, and that's just the joy and beauty of skating, which is also the joy of skating alone. Skating alone, it definitely has more of a melancholy and sad type thing to it, and the reason why is because you're by yourself. You don't really have that energy and that atmosphere that you have when you're skating with friends, and you're building off of that energy with each other, and you just tend to get more creative. Like me personally, whenever I'm skating with my friends, I tend to just go for stuff. I just don't even think about it. It's just kind of like, it's just, you just go for it. It's definitely something that you don't get when you're skating alone, but skating alone definitely does have some pros compared to when you're skating with friends. But I definitely do think skating with friends is something that everybody should enjoy and try and do as much as they can. Because when you're skating alone, you're making those memories, but when you're really with your friends and you're skating for hours upon hours, when you were by yourself, you would have just went in after the first couple hours. But when you're with your friends, you just have that drive to just keep on going. And it's just definitely something that I think everybody should experience, because that's what you make the memories off of, is when you're with your friends and just having fun no matter what you're doing in any type of sport. But I definitely just think skating is definitely something that you can do by yourself and still really enjoy it and still progress. I'm not saying you can't progress when you're with or without friends. I just personally think that when you're with friends, you tend to do stuff that you normally wouldn't have done. But this is when the solo sessions come in. When you're skating by yourself, me personally, I like to train. I like to think of it as a training session, and that's why I really try and work on the tricks that usually I don't work on when I'm with friends. When you're with friends, like playing games of skate and stuff like that, you do tend to go for stuff they usually don't go for. But I try and think of solo sessions as times where it's not like you're at the skate park where you're just taking breaks and you have to take turns to let one person go. When you're by yourself, you can just keep on going for the same thing over and over again, and you can put in earbuds without having to worry about, hey, board or anything like that, watching out a board flying towards you. You don't have to worry about that. When you're by yourself, you could just keep on going for the same trick. You don't gotta let people take turns or none of that. But especially with the weather change and things that are going on as of right now, but as of where I'm at, it is starting to warm up still, but definitely because of the colder weather, it causes people to skate more either in their garage or just by themselves. Which, as I said, when you're skating with friends, there is definitely a beauty and a joy to that, making the memories, but there also is a beauty and joy when it comes to skating alone. Like I said, you're working on tricks that usually you wouldn't just be going for over and over and over again when you're with friends. When you're with friends, it's just kind of like that. You just try and get one trick, next spot, or you stay there for a little bit. Some people, they set timers like 15-minute timer, and then they go to the next spot. But when you're by yourself, you can just sit there and go for it over and over and over again, which could be good, but that is what you're missing though, is you're missing the confidence buildup and the creativity that you're getting whenever you're skating with your friends. But it still works out. Like for me personally, my first 2-3 months of skating, I was just skating flat ground in my backyard, just trying to get my ollies good. And cause that's all I really knew. Like I would go to skate parks, but it wasn't to skate though. It was normally like when I was like little, just going there. But now, I remember the first time I ever went to a skate park, and it was with my friend, and it was fun. Definitely the first time you go to a skate park, you do feel intimidated. I feel like everybody, whenever you're going to a brand new skate park, that's not your local, you definitely get kind of scared and kind of shaky a little bit, but after a while you start to warm up to it. But it's definitely a completely different thing whenever you're going to a skate park with a big group of friends, and then compared to when you're going by yourself. But many people have their own reasons on why they skate alone and why they don't. A lot of people, they just don't know people that skate, which I guess could make sense, because depending on where you're at when you're watching this video, there's probably a lot of skaters in your area, that you don't even know skate, or there's just a lot of people that skate in your area. Like for instance, in places that are pretty much year-round really good for skating, there's going to be a lot of skaters, like California and Arizona and Florida and places like that. There is going to be a lot of skaters because that is where the scene is kind of at. And definitely where I am at, there is definitely a big skate scene, but there isn't many skaters that you don't find just out in the streets compared to whenever you're at a park. Which can be challenging though, because when it comes down to it, I mainly skate street. I don't really go to skate parks that much because of school and work, so I'm not going to those parks as much as I would like to be. But it's definitely still good though, because I grew up off skating street and just skating flat and seeing what I can do with the areas around me, which is definitely something that's cool and is definitely fun to just go to a new spot. And even though it could be like when I first started, the spot you guys see in a lot of my videos is just the parking lot. But I definitely try and get creative there, and I used to think that was a horrible spot. I used to never skate there, but now just based off the small stuff I've learned and getting more comfortable on my board, I realize how good and great it is to just be creative. And maybe a lot of people, they do have a lot of people in their area or in their small little section or local area, but a lot of them quit skating or they just don't take it as seriously, which is definitely something that everybody goes through. Some people, they just kind of do it to do it, which, there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. I'm just saying, a lot of people, they just like kind of try it out here and there, but like they're not really as serious about it, which it's definitely more easy to find people that are as serious about it as you are, or at least do it for the same reasons that you do, just to have fun for it. And how you want to progress. It's definitely easier to find them in those places that I mentioned, because the scene is a lot wider, and also there's street skating is more prominent in those areas. But also because of the small local scene that I'm at, there's only a few handful of skateboarders that I know, and most of them I don't even get to skate with often because of how busy and everything that's just going on in the world right now. It's just definitely something that everybody should go through whenever you're in that local area and you actually figure out, oh wow, there's actually skateboarders here, and it's like you just found that could possibly be your new group of friends who could be the reason and also be there along the way on your progressing journey. But it is definitely really hard to find them, especially nowadays, because skateboarding is definitely something that is very popular in the media right now because of how it was going to be in the Olympics. And a lot of advertisers and stuff, they're throwing little subtle hints into skating and, kind of promoting it, which is good. It's definitely getting a lot of people in it and getting a lot of people started on the board. But I also definitely do think that it's also kind of slowly decreasing, as in it's almost harder to find skateboarders, which you wouldn't think would be true since it's such a hot topic right now. And, whether you think about it or not, it's been in a lot of commercials and ads and stuff like that, so you would think it would definitely be popular, definitely be more common to see people that are skating, but in reality it seems like it's kind of hard to. But as I'm saying, it all just comes down to the area and where you live and where you like to skate at and the things that you like to skate in general. It definitely comes down to that. But I definitely do agree that skateboarding is growing, which is awesome to see. As me, I've only been skating for about a year now, but the things and the memories I've made throughout that year are definitely something I would have never made if I never started. So as I was saying, skateboarding alone isn't always something that, you know, shouldn't be done, or like, I definitely do think you should try and go out and skate with friends as much as you can, but definitely stay safe, obviously with everything that's going on as of right now. But I definitely do think skating alone is definitely something that's very crucial for progression, as well as it is just as much for when you're skating with friends. I definitely do think skating alone is a great time to just put some headphones in and just, you know, get a good feeling going and just see what you can do and just train and work on the flat ground or anything like that. But I definitely cherish the moments that you're skating with your friends, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And let me know what you guys think about this type of video. It's definitely something that I've personally wanted to make for a long time, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and hope you guys have a great day, and get out there and skate. Peace.